Hi, welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com, and today is Thursday, June 17th. Well, we got a kickback rally, and if I didn't know that we were in a downtrend, that rally would have reminded me of an uptrend. Pretty intense, these little kickback rallies they are. A couple of weeks ago when this downtrend first started, I made the comment that I thought it would be a soft landing kind of a sell-off, the kind of sell-off that would be a tradable decline. Well, I didn't realize it would be this tradable. The NASDAQ market responds so well to these kickback rallies that you really have to take note of it. Not so much the Dow, but once again the tech stocks. And so, looking through the landscape of all the stocks I look at, I'm starting to realize the fact that this market is not in as bad a shape as the indexes want us to believe. But we'll take a look at those indexes at the end of the segment, because the Qs and the NASDAQ market have rallied right back up into the resistance area, and my short-term indicator is overbought. So I'm looking for some weakness tomorrow. But it's the kind of market where you can make money on both sides of this equation. There are stocks that still act very, very good and still going higher, and there's stocks that are rolling over. So it all depends on what stock you're in. Anyway, speaking of stocks, I've got a new idea for you tomorrow, and the name of the stock is Ivanhoe Mines. The symbol is IVN. Now in just a moment we'll take a look at the chart, and I'll show you how we're going to take this idea and turn it into some money. Now don't go away, I'll be right back. Okay, we're looking at a daily bar chart of Ivanhoe Mines. IVN is the symbol. This is a call on the long side. I'm looking to buy this stock tomorrow about 1065 to 1055. Maybe it might pull back a dime in the morning. My target is 1325 up here. Okay, what do I see? Why do I like this? Well, I'm calling this a breakout pullback go. I'm going to point it all out to you right now. Obviously, this was the breakout. Broke out above that old high. Then it pulls back right into it, tested twice, and now it's putting in an ascending triangle coming up out of it. It's a great looking picture. See it? So we've broken out, we've pulled back, and we've already started our move to the upside. So let me recap this. This is IVN. This is a call on the long side, and I think when it's all over we can make about $2.60 on this trade. Alright, let's take a look at our major indexes, as I didn't buy or sell anything. I have no winners or losers to show you. So let's take a look at some of the indexes. Now, one of my readers wrote me and asked me if I would take a look at the Russell 2000, if I would add it to the indexes. So tonight I will. We'll take a look at the Russell 2000. I may not do it every single night, but for tonight I will. But first we're looking at the Dow Jones averages. And the Dow only closed up 34 points, and this is our resistance right here. We've still got some room on the upside with the Dow. We could get back up into here tomorrow, this 12,200 area, and like I said, it's tradable. Now all I want to do is get down to here, this old low, but it seems like with all these backing and filling days, it may take another 2 weeks just to get to this one spot, because I'm very anxious to see how it's going to respond when we get down there. Alright, that's the Dow, still in a downtrend, but there's a little bit of room on the upside for a kickback rally. Transportation average. So much for my rolling over bearish scenario. That theory got blown out of the water with this move today. But it doesn't really change the picture. And the picture is we've got resistance here and here. It's this whole little pattern in here that's actually is resistance. And I believe that this is just a kickback rally, and that it's going to roll over and come back down, make a lower low. That's the way it's set up anyway. Like I said, I don't know if this rally today had anything to do with the quadruple option expiration tomorrow, but it might have, but I don't have any real hard evidence to point to. Okay, here's the Russell 2000. Now, I have this line up here because this is an established resistance spot, and I'll show it to you. This is now a weekly chart, and we're picking up this resistance from this low and from this low and right across. Very similar to the Dow and the S&P and the NASDAQ. They all have that same look. Okay, so we've got that established resistance line. Now we'll go back to turn it into a one-day chart. Okay, what's interesting about this is, although it reminds me of the transports and the NASDAQ with this key low here, it has not broken it. So, technically, of all the indexes, the Russell is the strongest looking. Now, I suspect that it will break eventually. That's my guess. But as of right now, it has not. So, technically, it's the strongest of the group. So we'll keep an eye on this. This is an interesting looking chart. Okay, there's my take on the Russell 2000. Here's the SPY, which is basically the Standard & Poor's 500. And we've got our resistance right here. This was only up 17 cents. This has a little more room on the upside. Could spend another day or two trying to test this resistance area before it succumbs to pulling back. And the QQQs. Now the QQQs have rallied right back up into that same resistance area that we were at 2 or 3 days ago that we rolled out of, and we're right back again. So, and my short-term indicator is overbought, so I am expecting some kind of pullback out of this area. What would be very interesting is if it came out of this top and tried this high here. I don't think this is in the cards, but I want to explore it. If it were to get up to here, then this possibly could be a support area, only if it gets through. I don't think it's going to happen, but I just want to explore it for a second. I think we're still in this downtrend, and I do believe we're going to roll over and make lower lows. But it's definitely been a very tradable decline. Okay, so that's it. That's my view of the market. Until tomorrow.